Before I start, I want to apologize for my last commentary since it actually is pretty bad. I could have and should have delivered better, and Rhino's commentary raised some good points. You're a cool dude, Rhino. Keep on trucking. Oh, and there's something else I want to do first. Okay, let's get rid of this. Put in that. And... uh-huh. That's better. I believe a change of pace like this calls for a change in avatars. Now that that's out of the way, hey guys, it's GaleForce3192 here with another commentary. I needed something to get my mind off of 50 Shades for a while, and thanks to some cool dudes I know on Skype, there's this video. It's a video by Sophia Percy talking about how apparently all men are dogs and just want to get into women's pants. If Sophia finds this and wants to assume that I'm a man because I'm arguing against her, I feel the need to mention that, despite my somewhat androgynous voice, I actually am a woman. Shocking, I know. But enough of this intro crap, let's jump right in.
Hi guys, so today I decided to talk about quite a large issue in the world at the moment.
I.e. first world problems.
And you're probably thinking, oh god, she's going to talk about like bullying or suicide or something. No, I'm not. Today I'm going to talk about over-sexualization.
Because fuck bullying and fuck the actual suffering that women go through in other countries around the world, some guys have been shooting catcalls and wolf whistles at me, thus I am oppressed.
And why guys and boys of the 21st century don't have manners.
Because God forbid a guy forgot to hold a door open for you.
And don't know where to stop, or anything in between.
The fuck does that even mean? Apparently she doesn't know either.
So boys watching this will probably have a very vague and limited image of me. It will include things like, she is hot, she has nice boobs, she has a nice body, and we should have sex.
So basically it's a toss-up between guys giving genuine compliments and guys being pervs. There are guys who will be pervs no matter what, that's just a fact, but you're making it sound like the guys giving genuine compliments are just giving compliments because they want to get into your pants. Not true, okay? There are plenty of men out there who can compliment a woman without having the ulterior motive of wanting to have sex with her. How fucking entitled are you to assume that every guy wants to get into your pants? Dear God.
Boys are the most limited sex of human beings when it comes to compliments.
Bitch, not every guy is focused on the woman's looks. There are guys out there who can compliment a woman on her personality, on her voice, on her base of knowledge, on her taste in music, etc., etc. Not everything comes down to looks. In fact, if anyone's coming off as the shallow one here, it's you, because you seem to think that every guy only wants a woman because of how she looks.
It's common knowledge.
No, that's a baseless assumption. There are plenty of women who are horrible at giving compliments to men, and I've already gone over examples of things that men can compliment women on that have nothing to do with how they look.
And then they'll go on to say, oh, you've got a really nice body, or you're really hot, you're really cute, you're really good looking. We know that we are. We don't need to be told that by some creepy old dude.
Not every woman thinks she's good looking. Not every woman looks attractive. There are plenty of plain and frumpy looking women out there, and there are also plenty of women who have low self-esteem and may actually be genuinely attractive but don't realize that unless they're actually told that. In fact, even the plain and frumpy women can look attractive, and it would be nice for the guy to actually tell her, hey, you look cute. That's not the guy being creepy, that's him not being a dick. But apparently nice guys are such an alien concept to you that they might as well be from another planet.
See, the boys of the 21st century think that just because they complimented a girl, or if the girl X's them like once, they have the rights, terms and conditions to the girl's life and body. It's so incorrect, it's like laughable, like you don't, okay? Why would you anyway?
What I find laughable is the fact that you think all men of this generation just want to take control of two women's so they can fuck them whenever they want and tell them when to go into the kitchen and make their meals. Newsflash, there are many, many men out there who are willing to stick up for women's rights and don't want the women to give up their independence. There are men out there who let the woman choose for herself what she wants to do with her life. If she wants to work, the guy will go, you go into whatever career you want to, sweetie, I'll be happy for you. If she chooses not to work so she can take care of the home and raise a child, the guy will go, whatever makes you happy, honey. There are men who look at the men who keep their wives barefoot pregnant and in the kitchen in disgust because they recognize that whatever the wife does should be her fucking choice. Where do you get off on thinking that every man will deny a woman's autonomy because she's a woman?
Girls don't being like treated like toys. We're not something you can use once and then throw away to be left in a garbage sack, depressed, lonely, suicidal. Okay?
I can't deny that there are men out there who treat women as disposable cum buckets, but you're making it sound like every woman is completely unstable and will go postal if a guy rejects her.
We're not something you can literally use like a toy.
Okay, I've tried to keep this in, but the awkward pauses are really getting to me. Either write a fucking script or rehearse takes of this beforehand, because even the jump cuts resulting from stuff you're cutting out aren't helping with the awkward pauses, and those pauses only hurt your overall presentation. Not that your point would be any less bullshit anyways.
We're human beings, exactly equal to you. If not, we're more important than you. We gave birth to you. Shut the fuck up.
Congratulations! You've just won the Rad Femme Bitch of the Month award! Also, you just contradicted yourself, because first you said that men and women are equal, but now you're willing to say that women are more important than men? People should be equal regardless of gender. And yes, I'm including those who identify as somewhere on the non-binary spectrum, whether it be agender, gender fluid, bigender, pangender, or just genderqueer in general. Just because most women are the ones able to give birth doesn't mean women are superior to men. Without sperm, females wouldn't be able to give birth to any offspring. Yes, research is being done on turning stem cells into specialized cells that could later be developed into sperm cells or egg cells, but guess what? Even when testing with human cells, they'd still need males to make sperm cells because only males had the Y chromosome. Meaning that by your logic, it's really males that are more important than females. And what does that imply about cisgender women who are sterile? Or transgender women? Or even transgender men? Ever think of that? I hate to sound like a Tumblr social justice warrior or something, but let's not forget that sex and gender don't always match, and that there's a difference between sex and gender to begin with. My point is, you're coming off as a sexist cunt, and you're the one saying all men are sexist? Get the fuck over yourself.
So I was talking to this guy. He was really nice and stuff. And we were talking about everything, and I got to like trust him and stuff. But then like things went way over the top. He started asking for like tit pics for me, and it's like, no. I just don't understand. Like, how can you trust someone so much and then all of a sudden they go and backstab you and go and ask for a part of your body that's not rightfully theirs?
It sounds like you might have been in a relationship with the guy, so what I'll be saying next, I'll be saying with that in mind. Maybe he just thought you were at the stage of the relationship where you'd be comfortable with sexual contact. How about this? Instead of saying he backstabbed you by asking for something that's not rightfully his, how about you calmly explain that, hey, I want to take things slow, or I want to save it until marriage? Did you do that? Did you explain any of that to him? Certainly doesn't sound like it.
Look, I'm 14 years old. I'm not mentally, physically, or emotionally stable or able, let alone legally able, to involve in any sexual activities whatsoever. It's like, why are you even trying with me? I'm not like going to do anything, even though if you're like fantasizing about whatever. It doesn't mean I'm gonna do anything with you. Jesus.
If you're that worried about guys expecting too much out of you in relationships, or worried about your own developmental status meaning you're not able to deal with being in a relationship anyways, then why would you even bother with relationships? There's nothing wrong with staying single.
And then I'm sitting by a pool, feeling self-conscious about my body and feeling like I need to get super tanned, and guys are bragging about their huge or massive dicks and abs, and it's like, I've seen them. They're not big. They're not big.
Okay, I can't deny that those guys who do brag about how buff or how well endowed they are tend to be quite annoying, but I just want to say, you might have wanted to choose your words more carefully, because you're probably going to get people asking how many dicks you've seen.
And do you think that we girls are going to get like So good. I'm gonna go and like have sex with them. No, we're not. Oh my god. Why? Just because you have freaking abs or a huge dick or whatever, it doesn't mean we're gonna go and like involve in sexual activities with you.
You know that there are guys that brag about that stuff to each other even when there are no girls around, right? And sometimes it's just for a stupid joke. But again, I'm not a guy, so I don't know how that works.
Stupid thing is, you don't know how to behave. You don't know how to treat a girl properly. There is no such thing as a guy that is perfect.
And that part is true. There is no perfect guy. But regardless of gender, nobody is perfect. And you know what? Not every guy is an asshole. Somehow I get the feeling you're only going through this spiel because you just had some sort of nasty breakup.
All I want in a guy is to have a relationship that's as strong as my mom and dad's.
That's not gonna happen with that all men are pigs mentality that you seem to have right now. But you know what? For your sake, I hope you do find someone in the future just so you can find a guy to prove this bullshit that you're saying wrong, and you can look back at this and realize, wow, I said some really stupid shit.
My mom and dad are closer than any couples. My mom and dad are the best. And I can't seem to find a guy even half the worth of my father. Why? It's like, you don't have to do much.
You know what I want to see you try? I want to see you try saying what you've just said to your dad and see how that works out. To close this off, I just want to share some of the comments on her video. First off, are you really so goddamn uppity that you'd report a guy just for saying your video sucks and that he's gonna make a response? He's well within his right to do so, and quite frankly, you need to be knocked down a few pegs. Second of all, someone actually requested this shit? Dear God, either that person is gonna be completely disappointed, or we're gonna see more of this crap. And finally, if she was willing to report Rhino just for leaving that comment, how would she respond to this video if she found it? I have a sneaky suspicion she'd false flag it or something. Oh well, that would only prove she can't take any sort of criticism or differing opinions. That concludes this commentary. This has been Gale Force 3192 saying thank you all for watching and have a nice day on the internet, everybody.